Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jowe. Today we're going to be doing a very short video and something that is very insightful on what the best workout to help you slim down is. Now I know if you've been watching my channel now for the past 4 years now, we've been talking about walking and how walking is one of the best workouts to help you slim down, and today I just want to give you 3 quick tips on how walking can help you slim your legs quicker. My tip number 1 is to do a fasted walk. Now when it comes to the concept of doing fasted workouts, this means that you want to do a workout when you've not had anything, or you've not eaten anything, or there's nothing in your tummy for at least 7 to 8 hours, like you've not had a meal for at least 7 to 8 hours. The reason why you want that is because walking burns fat anaerobically or without oxygen, and so when you don't have that kind of like food in your tummy for the body to tap into when you're doing your work, your body is going to go to the reserves and it's going to go to the stored fats, which is what you want your body to do. You want your body to go to that stored fat. And I should have mentioned that most women do store excess fat in our thighs and in our booty. So the moment you're doing a fasted kind of like walk, your body will most of the time use that stored fat, which is mainly stored there. My point number 2, and I'm sure you've heard me mention this before, is to aim for power walks. Now a power walk is a walk that you're doing at a medium to a fast pace. It's not like a short walk. It's not like you lazing about. It's actually like a speed 7 or a speed 8 kilometers per hour in the gym on a treadmill. So that's quick. You know what 7 to 8 kilometers an hour? I'll put the other measurements here. If you know what that speed is, it's actually quick. Sometimes I used to run with a speed 7 to 8. So when you're talking about it walking, you're pretty much like, you know what I mean? Okay, you're not, we'll talk about that a bit later, but it's a bit quick. It's a brisk walk, if I would put it in other words. So you want to aim for power walks. Now the reason why power walks work better is because of the science of the fat burning zone. As we said in our first tip, walking helps the body burn fat anaerobically or without oxygen, and when you're doing power walks, you're at a place where you can hold a conversation but not for a long time. You know, it's not like HIIT workouts. It's not the way you are at a HIIT workout. It's more of like you're doing something and it takes the body to a fat burning zone. Now I did make a video for what the fat burning zone is and how you can make sure that you get to your heart burning zone when you're doing your workout. It's usually 60 to 70% of your heartbeat. You can calculate that. It's a very simple process, so please make sure you do, so that next time when you're doing a power walk, you can just like check your pedometer or check your watch and it can be able to tell you if you're in that zone. Some people believe in the fat burning zone, some people do not. Well, it all depends on where it is, but in my opinion, there is some truth to it. Going back to power walking will take you to that place. It's a place where the body is burning fat rather than carbohydrates. Now, when you combine the first tip and the second tip, you're pretty much doing what you want to do, what you should be doing to help you lose and burn that fat or muscle in your thighs. You're doing it fasted and you're doing a power walk, my tip number 3 is to reduce inclines. Now sometimes when you're walking outside, it's hard for you to like not pass through a hill, or like where you pass to there's a hill or a valley, things like that you can't avoid. But if you're in a gym or you have a treadmill at home, most of the time we talk about reducing inclines, especially for people who are mesomorphic or endomorphic. You need to know your body type also before you begin all these things. If you don't know, please check. The thing with inclines is this also is 50-50. Some people experience it, some people do not. Sometimes when you're doing walks on inclines, you tend to stress your calf muscles and your quads a bit too much. And the more you stress them, the more they tear, they repair, and they get bigger. So sometimes you end up bulking quicker because of inclines. Now inclines are not that bad in general. They're actually very good because they burn more calories compared to when you're doing walks on a flat surface. So this is why I'm saying sometimes it's 50-50, but in my opinion, and for the girls that I've seen who talk about slimming down and like leaning out the legs, most of the time you want to try and avoid it. You don't want to stress those calf muscles and quads too much to the point of you bulking up, because remember that is what we're trying to avoid, right? So try and avoid doing steps on inclines. It's okay for like, you know, maybe like once, but if it's something that you're doing every day and you're trying to bulk down, sometimes it's not ideal. My other tip, and this is tip number 4, and it's also a bonus tip, is to always do your walking workouts at a calorie deficit, high protein, a high fat, low carb diet. Now, the reason why you want to go protein and high fat and low carb is because of all the benefits associated with eating high proteins and high fat and low carb diets. The reason for this is because it takes your body to ketosis basis. This is where your body switches from using carbs to using fat, because most of the time you're low carb, so the carb is not there. Now, there's a lot of benefits to eating high protein meals. For example, proteins make you feel fuller. They have that fullness effect because they take more time to be digested, so you don't feel the need to eat a lot. Proteins are also essential for building and repairing muscles. They do that metabolic rate, so your body will burn more calories trying to burn the proteins even when you're resting. That is why most of the time after a workout, people will take protein shakes, and your body continues to burn calories even when you're resting. So these are some of the benefits of eating protein foods. Walking is also encouraging fat oxidation, meaning after the body is done using glycogen, it starts to use the fats as its main source of energy. And being at a calorie deficit will obviously push the body to burning fats rather than quick sources of energy like glycogen. Most of the time we usually talk about 300 to 500 calories less than what you would normally eat, your basic. So if you're supposed to be doing, for women, it's supposed to be 2,000 calories a day. So you want to be at around 1,500 calories. And then out of that, now you want your most of that to be from proteins, right? You want your meals to be more high protein. So I'm not saying you give up the carbohydrates. I'm just saying your plate should be a bit more full of the chicken rather than the rice. And there we have it, guys. Those are my quick 4 tips on how walking helps you slim down your legs. I hope you learned something. I hope you implement this. Let me know if those have worked for you, and I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you so much for all the love, and thank you for subscribing. Please do subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you guys soon. Let me go to work.